my name is Cara Duffy and I am with Mercedes-Benz of Manchester, and today I would like to talk about SUVs. And in order to understand what I'm about to tell you, I want to give you a little background. So people get confused with the naming of the SUVs in the Mercedes lineup. They all start with the letter GL. GL stands for a German word that is Geländewagen. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it basically translates to SUV. So all the SUVs will start with a GL. Now, for those of you that may be familiar with our cars, you may know that we have a C-Class, which is our smallest sedan. Then there is the E-Class, which is the middle-sized sedan. And then there is the S-Class, which is the largest. So with the SUV lineup, GLC is the smallest SUV, GLE is the middle size, and GLS is the largest size. So when you know that, it makes a lot more sense. Here next to me, I have, let's see, I have to look to tell you. The GLE, which is our mid-size sedan, is over here. And the GLS, which is our largest, SUV rather. GLS is over here, which is our largest SUV. Now, these two models are very, 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 very similar. Really what it comes down to is size. The GLS has 3 rows, which is standard. The GLE has 2 rows with an optional 3rd row. If you get a 3rd row in a GLE, it is a functional 3rd row, but it's not a full-size 3rd row seat like the GLS would be. So they are both the same width, but they're not both the same length. As far as the features, it is very, very, very close. The GLS has a couple of things that are standard that the GLE would be, those same features would be optional. But I'd say 80%, they're basically the same. It just comes down to size. The other thing you need to know, so the letter of the SUV, GLE, GLS, designates which model it is. And then the number really designates the engine size. So how this works, this is a GLE350, right? This is a GLS450. The GLE comes in a 350, a 450, and a 580. Those are the models. The 350 has a 4-cylinder turbo engine, the 450 has a 6-cylinder turbo engine, and the 580 has an 8-cylinder turbo engine. The GLS comes in a GLS 450 and a GLS 580. If it's a 450, it has the same 6-cylinder engine as the GLE 450 would be. If it had the 8-cylinder engine in the 580, it's the same 8-cylinder engine that the GLE 580 would have. So by far the most common model, the most common ones of these two is what we have here, the GLE 350 and the GLS 450. Typically has plenty of power for most people, but if you want that extra power, the extra engine size, you can do that. Now, there's many different trim packages and wheels and colors that you can do, so you may notice some slight design differences between the two, but really it comes down to size. So here we have the 2 doors, and coming around to the trunk area, you can actually see the difference in length from this angle as well. But let's look inside the GLE. Okay, so this one does not have a 3rd row. It has the 2 rows. Plenty of trunk space here, plenty of room in the 2nd row for your passengers, but this car seats 5 people. Okay, so coming over to the GLS, it's almost like they stuck an extra row on the back. That's how much bigger it is. It's about a foot longer. And you'll see this particular one has, in the second row, captain's chairs. You have the option of doing 2 captain's chairs, or you can do a full bench third row. So this model can seat either 6 or 7 passengers, and you still have some trunk space back here with the third row. Of course, the third row and the second row do fold down, and in the GLE, of course, the second row folds down as well. Here we are inside the GLE, which was completely redesigned in model year 2020 with the latest Mercedes-Benz technology. The operating system is called MBUX. It is a touchscreen, and this car has a version of artificial intelligence. And when you say the word Mercedes, she will help you. It's really incredible. Here we are inside the GLS. Now, this is obviously a different interior color, but you'll probably notice it looks exactly the same. It also has the MBUX operating system, and it also is a touchscreen. So when you're trying to figure out which Mercedes SUV is best for you, you really want to consider what size you need first and foremost, because that is the main difference between the GLE and the GLS. Obviously the bigger SUV also costs more than the GLS would cost more than the GLE, so that may be a consideration as well. As far as options, you can get pretty much the same options in both vehicles. So I hope this helps with your decision. Thank you for watching my video. Again, my name is Cara Duffy. You can reach me at 603-498-6631, or you could email me at kduffy@driveprime.com. Thanks for watching.